Well, with the song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" in the background, it's exciting Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball action. Well, I'll tell you what, Troy, I hope this varsity match is more exciting than the freshman and JV matches were, because it was rather exasperating for me to watch it.
Yeah, that was not really good volleyball in either game by the Lady Lions. So, yeah, let's hope they aren't sleeping in this third game. It's going to be a tough matchup, Dave. These Fairfield Lady Mules are good, but we also know what our Edwards County Lady Lions are capable of doing when they play their very best volleyball. So this should be a really good matchup tonight.
As usual, our webcast comes your way through the courtesy of the Edwards County Webcast Boosters, individuals, businesses, and organizations, each paying $2 for our expenses in bringing you Lady Lions volleyball action. Tomorrow night, Football Lions will be hosting the Fairfield Mules in Albion. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. If you cannot attend, you can listen to it on WOKZ 105.9 on the FM dial. Pre-game show at about 6:45. And even if you're going to the game, bring your radio and listen to our broadcast while you watch from the stands or the sidelines. Well, Troy, this matchup here tonight has the Edwards County Lions sitting atop the Black Diamond Conference and with a record of 16-4. And the only losses that Edwards County has suffered so far, well, you can go down the schedule there and pick those out.
The only games they've lost, Dave, was early on in the season, losing to Massac County in 2 sets.
That's a good volleyball team.
Yes. At the KC Invitational, they lost to Hartsburg-Emden in 2 sets.
A very good football team. A very good volleyball team.
Right. They lost to Newton also in 2 straight sets. The one thing I'll say about them, Dave, is that even compared to the 2 teams they lost earlier, Newton had a very good front row attack. Our girls just didn't seem to know what to do with it in that game. So that was that loss. And then at the Shelbyville Invitational, they lost in 3 sets, Dave, to Shelbyville. But I also believe, too, that is the point, Dave, when the girls really found themselves, because the way that they put away Paris and then defeated Pana after that game, they played really well at the Shelbyville Invitational, and they've looked dominant ever since then.
Yeah. Well, you know, Monday night, we knocked off El Dorado in 2 sets easily to make it 16-4. Now, the thing that surprises me is the Lady Mules. They come in at 18-4. They are 4-0 in the conference, so they're just 1 game behind us. But they've lost their share of games too.
So far, Dave, they've lost 4 games. Early on, they lost a game to Mount Zion. That was at the Casey Invitational. Now, that's no surprise there. They lost to Edwards County also at that Invitational. They lost to Grayville. That one's a little on the baffling side, but, you know, things happen.
Well, it's pretty evident that the Grayville volleyball program has improved considerably.
It has.
Since the start of the season, even.
It has.
Because they beat us in the first set down there.
And they also won an Invitational just recently, I believe. So, yeah, Grayville's definitely getting better at volleyball, no question about it. And then they lost to New Athens, also in 2 straight sets. But on the other side of the coin, Dave, Fairfield has victories over Nashville. They're ranked number 10 in 2A. They've got a victory over Pinckneyville. They're ranked number 20 in 2A. So, there's been a lot of improvement in Fairfield volleyball, and they're 4-0 in the conference, 18-4 overall. This is going to be a pretty good game tonight, Dave.
Check some webcast boosters, Troy, and then we'll talk a little bit more about these 2 teams before the start of the first set.
Webcast boosters include Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry. Donna Hawking, the grandmother of Shayla Potts. Danny and Debbie Glover. Eddie and Joyce Miller. Billy and Tanya Potts, the parents of Shayla Potts. Kent and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield. Shad, Marilyn, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albin. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments, and Jenna Schnepper's mother. KTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster. And Citizens National Bank in Albin.
Max Preps has come out with their ratings in Class 2A volleyball in the state of Illinois. Now, folks, I want to explain one thing to you. Max Preps doesn't just call up a bunch of coaches and say, what do you think?
Right.
They take the season records of the teams, who they've defeated, who they've lost to, and the strength of the schedule of the teams they've beat and the strength of the schedule of the teams they've lost to. And they come up with a mathematical number. And that mathematical number then is used in the rankings. Obviously, the team that's in number 1 in Class 2A has the highest numerical ranking number. And that number 1 rating, again, wouldn't you know it, goes to a private school, St. Joe Ogden, and they are 14-2. The other schools in our area that rank in the top 25 in Illinois 2A volleyball, Teutopolis is ranked number 9 in the state at 15-6. Nashville, a team that has been defeated by Fairfield, is ranked number 10 at 14-4. Edwards County is ranked number 13 at 16-4. Newton is ranked number 14 at 12-4, and they beat Edwards County. Fairfield is ranked number 18 in the state in 2A with their record of 18-4. Pana, who we defeated in that tournament at Shelbyville, they are ranked number 19 in the state at 17-6. And Pinckneyville, who Fairfield defeated, is ranked number 20 at 17-6. So the Edwards County Lions are ranked number 13 in the state, and Fairfield number 18 in the state in Class 2A. More webcast boosters, Troy.
Those boosters include Jim and Nyla McKenzie, Coach Nikowski's parents, George and Shirley Tribe, Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance agent in Albin, the watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt rooting on Coach Nikowski and the Lady Lions. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly and Sam, Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albin. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Calgar and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden, and Kenny and Terry Clodfelter. That is Darcy Clodfelter's parents.
All right, the Lady Lions playing their second match of the week. Beat El Dorado Monday night, facing Fairfield here on a Thursday night in Fairfield. And the horn has sounded. The teams are coming to the sidelines. We should have the lowering of the American flag from the middle of the ceiling above the court. And then we would most likely have the playing of the national anthem. And I don't know if I can stand up here, Troy, without... I don't think I can. Maybe you can, but I can't.
Fairfield Lady Mules. We'll pass along starting lineups in just a moment. At this time, would everyone please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. We would like to ask everyone to join in with the FCHS volleyball team in tonight's national anthem. Go ahead, ladies.
National anthem sung by the volleyball team from Fairfield High School. And now the girls are meeting at midcourt. They shake hands under the net. Troy will be giving you the national anthem, or the starting lineup, I should say.
16 wins and 4 losses.
Here we go with the Edwards County lineup first.
For the Lions, starting at right back, is senior number 1.
Number 1 is the senior, Maddie Hout.
At middle back, is senior number 10.
Number 10 is the senior, that's Shayla Potts.
At left back, number 5, a senior.
Number 5 is also a senior, Mikala Troyer.
At right front, a junior, number 15, Audrey.
And number 15 is the junior, Audrey Rotramel. And we've got the sophomore, number 2, Jenna Schnepper.
At the middle front position, number 11, a senior, Olivia Hallam.
Number 11 is the senior, Olivia Hallam.
And at left front, a junior, number 3, Nadia Reid.
And number 3 is the junior, Nadia Reid.
And your libero, a junior, number 17.
The libero, wearing the libero jersey, number 17, Darcy Clodfelter.
Edwards County Lions.
Head coach of the Edwards County Lions is Nixie Nikowski. Her assistant coaches, Erica Bishop and Whitney Buckles. And now the starting lineup for the Fairfield Lady Mules.
For your Lady Mules. Lady Mules are tonight's contest with a record of 18 wins and 4 losses. Starting at right back, a senior, number 22, Kenzie Kolak.
You've got a senior, number 22, Kenzie Kolak.
At middle back, a senior, number 11, Jessica Sims.
And number 11 is also a senior, that's Jessica Sims.
Sharing middle back position, a sophomore, number 15, Leah Bowers.
The sophomore is number 15, Leah Bowers.
At the left back position, number 9, a junior, Jacqueline Sims.
And number 9 is a junior, that's Jacqueline Sims.
Sharing that position, a sophomore, number 12, Colby Sutton.
And number 12, the sophomore, Colby Sutton.
At your right front, a senior, number 5, Macy Clark.
And the senior is number 5, Macy Clark.
At middle, a sophomore, number 4, Kylie Stewart.
Number 4 is a sophomore, that's Kylie Stewart.
And at your left front, a senior, number 14, Chloe Newman.
And a senior, number 14, Chloe Newman.
Number 3, a junior, Lexi.
Libero is number 3, the junior, Lexi Hobbs. And the Lady Mules are coached by Chet Snyder. His assistants are Nikki Bassett, Yvette Combs, and former player Sabria Phillips. And now we hand it over to the best play-by-play man in Southern Illinois. And no, that is, well, yeah, it is a biased opinion, Mr. David Rigg.
You can have that, Troy. I don't think I'll need that.
All right.
Thank you, Troy. Okay, folks, let's hope things turn out a lot better for the Edwards County Lady Lions here tonight in this varsity match than it did in the freshman and JV matches. Both teams are out on the floor now. Starting for Fairfield, Sutton, Sims. They've got 2 Sims out there. Jacqueline Sims and Jessica Sims. Kinsey Kolak, Leah Bowers, and also number 5, Macy Clark. She's co-captain of the team. And number 4, that is Kylie Stewart. And number 14 is Chloe Newman. She's a co-captain. And number 3, Lexi Hobbs. Lions with Rotramel, Hallam, Troyer, Potts, and Reid and Hout on the floor, but Jenna Schnepper, the libero, will step on, and Nadia Reid goes to the bench. And we're ready now to start. And Fairfield will get the first serve. Here we go. Glad to have you logged in, watching our action tonight on my15news.com through the NFHS network. There's the serve. Dig row back there by Hout, set up by Potts at the net, and a shot blocked right back out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds there for Fairfield by Macy Clark. And the point will go to Edwards County on the kill there by Mikala Troyer. Shayla Potts with the serve. Sends that one a short one, and that'll be an ace, as that goes off the hands of Chloe Newman out of bounds. So an ace for Shayla, and that's her 28th ace of the season. Another serve by Shayla is to the back row. There's their dig at the net. They set it up. A tip back to our back row. Potts digs it. Hallam sets it up from the back row. Hout shoots it to their back row. They set it up to the left side of the net. Tip it across, and did it fall in bounds? No, it's out. Tipped out of bounds by Fairfield. Edwards County gets the point, leading 3-0 here in set 1. Potts again with a serve to the back row. There's their dig by their libero Hobbs. At the net, pushed back to us. Dig by Clodfelter, set up by Potts, and Hallam shoots it over to them. They dig that out. They set it again to the net. Shot partially blocked, but blocked out of bounds. And the kill will be credited to number 5, Macy Clark, a 5'9" senior. And it's now Edwards County 3, Fairfield 1. And back to serve will be Macy Clark for the Fairfield Lady Mules. Whistle sounds from the right side of the end line. There's her jump serve. Back row dig by Hout. Potts sets it up at the net. Shot is over the end line. An attack error by Mikala Troyer. And it's Edwards County 3, Fairfield 2. Again, Clark with the serve. And here it comes. Back row dig by Hout. Not a very good dig. Rotramel saves it. Backhanded over by Troyer to their side. Now they tip it over to us. Is it in? It's out. Tipped out of bounds again by Fairfield. The Lions let it settle on the floor across the red line. Edwards County 4, Fairfield 2. Troyer with the serve. Short serve, dug out. Bumped up high from the middle of the net. Shot back over. And a good tip over save there by Rotramel. Or that was Reid, I'm sorry. Oh, good save by Maddie Hout. Tip back. And it's going to fall on our side. A good tip down by Fairfield. And it's Edwards County 4, Fairfield 3. Troyer to the bench. Clodfelter in. Chloe Newman, a 5'10" senior, will serve for Fairfield. Back row dig by Clodfelter. At the net, Potts sets it up. Shot by Reid, and that's going to be a kill for Nadia. Nadia Reid leading the team in kills with 108 now. Rotramel to the bench. Schnepper in. And Jenna Schnepper will take the serve. Edwards County 5, Fairfield 3, set 1. Good line drive serve by Schnepper. And that'll be an ace as it goes off the hands of Macy Clark into the crowd. 6-3 Edwards County. Well, I'm liking this a lot better than the JV and freshman matches, Troy.
Much better.
Let's keep it up. Schnepper. Serve to the back row, and that'll be an ace as that goes off the hands of Macy Clark. And it's now Edwards County 7, Fairfield 3. Checking in for the Mules, Jessica Sims, a 5'7" senior. Schnepper again with a serve. Line drive to the back row middle, dug out. They pop it high in the air, back row attack to our back row. Schnepper digs. Potts sets it up at the net. And a hammer by Maddie Hout for the kill. Maddie Hout now with a total of 62 kills on the season. Lions up 8-3, and Chet Snyder wants to talk about it. In set 1, Lions 8, Mules 3.
John and Denise Duncan, Brian and Sonia Schenkel, John and Judy Schnepper, that's Jenna Schnepper's grandparents, Marilyn Turner, the former Albion grade school principal, Jason and Brandy Stinnett, parents of volleyball player Mackenzie Stinnett and football and baseball player Marcus Stinnett. Mike and Melanie Troyer, the parents of Mikala Troyer. See Troyer Heating and Air Conditioning for your heating and air conditioning needs. Your local Coleman dealer. Mitchell Insurance and Real Estate Agency at 18 West Main in Albion. One stop for all of your insurance and real estate needs with a caring, friendly, and knowledgeable staff to help you.
Jenna Schnepper holding the serve for Edwards County here in set 1. Lions 8, Fairfield 3. Whistle sounds. Schnepper set to this near side on the serve. That's blocked. Schnepper digs it out. Potts sets it up. Hallam whops it over to their side. Now they move it around the court and push it back to us. That's Potts with the dig. Hallam with the set. And Nadia shoots it and scores again. Nadia Reid now with 109 kills on the season. Edwards County 9, Fairfield 3. Jenna Schnepper, the sophomore, again serving. Line drive serve to the back row, dug out. And they shoot it to our back row, and that's a good kill shot for Fairfield by number 9, Jacqueline Sims, a 5'11 junior. Edwards County 9, Fairfield 4. And is that a 5 on that girl that's serving, or is that a 3?
It's not a 5 because there's a 5 over to the side.
I think it's Lexi Hobbs, maybe. There's the dig by Schnepper. Hallam pops it up and just whopped over the net there by Reid. Fairfield now sets it up, and a good tip down, but we're in the net anyway. That was Kinsey Kolak with the tip down. Either way, they would have got the point on Kinsey's tip down or our net violation. So it's 9-5 Edwards County. Here's the jump serve. That's Schnepper with the dig. Hallam backhands it up. Reid smacks it over the net to their back row. They set it up to the front and off the block. That's going to be another kill for Fairfield. And again, I think that was by Jacqueline Sims. 9-6. Lions by 3. Here comes their serve. Dig back there by Schnepper. Hallam pops it towards the net. Just backhanded over there by Hout. Now a tip down. Good save by Potts. Hallam keeps it out of the crowd. Reid shoots it over the net and gets an empty spot. Fairfield had not covered. Good place shot by Nadia Reid, and it's Edwards County 10, Fairfield 6. Olivia Hallam will serve it for Edwards County. She sends it to the middle of the back row. They move it to the net, and a shot is blocked there from Kolak. Now they bump it back to us. That's Clodfelter. Hallam sets it up, and Maddie Hout shoots and scores. Maddie Hout with another kill. She's got 63 kills on the season now. Hallam again serving. Edwards County 11, Fairfield 6 in set 1. Hallam serve, back row dig. At the net, set to the left side. Shot blocked down there by Reid. Blocked down again by Reid. And the point will go to Edwards County. Nadia Reid working at the net, getting the points. Or check that. Did these girls change? No, Nadia's wearing red tonight. There's a serve by Hallam. It's a good serve. Now they shoot it, and that's way over the end line. Knocked out of bounds there by Macy Clark. And again, Chet Snyder wants to talk about it. Edwards County 13, Fairfield 6 in set 1.
Good luck to the Lions from Tanea St. Ledger, your physical therapist at the Rehabilitation and Performance Institute in Albion, and Eric St. Ledger, the Edwards County State's Attorney. Victor and Farrellyn Oxby, Glenn and Marilyn Clodfelter. That is Darcy Clodfelter's grandparents. Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hocking, the grandmother of Shayla Potts. Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, the parents of Shayla Potts. Kit and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield. Shad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie.
Troy, sometimes I have difficulty distinguishing between Mikala Troyer and Nadia Reid. They're both tall, slim girls. They both have dark hair, pulled back in a ponytail. Here's the serve by Hallam. There's their dig from the back row. They move it back to the back row, and they knock it over the end line. Another attack error by Fairfield, and it's Edwards County 14, Fairfield 6. So how do I tell those two girls apart? By the color of their headband. Nadia's wearing red, Mikala's wearing black. Served by Hallam. Oh, look at that wicked serve. They dig it out, but can they get it back over? Yes, they do. Reid digs. Hallam sets it up. Nadia shoots. Block. Tip back to us. Potts digs. Hallam sets. Nadia shoots. They dig it out. Back over to us. Good save by Schnepper. Right back to them. Now they set that up. And a shot goes in the net by Jacqueline Sims. Edwards County will get the point, leading now 15-6 here in set one. Olivia Hallam will serve it. And it's a line drive that's way over the end line. Fairfield girls on the back row wisely let it go. And that's an attack, or service error, I should say, and that makes it 15-7. And back to serve for the Lady Mules is Colby Sutton. Dig by Clodfelter. Pushed forward by Schnepper and whopped over by Potts on the third hit. Clark shoots it back to us. Clodfelter digs. Potts puts it over the net on the second hit and gets the point. That's something Shayla likes to do, Troy, just on the second hit rather than set it up. She uses her left hand and pushes it over the net. Now, sometimes she's been called for lifting, but not always. There's a serve by Clodfelter. It's good. Tip over by Kolak. Good save by Schnepper. Hallam. Shot by Hout. Dug out. Now here's Clark with a shot. Blocked down. Did it fall on our side? Nope. It's a point for Fairfield. So it's 16-8 now. And Lexi Hobbs is going to serve it. She's a left-hander. Back row dig there by Clodfelter. Hallam at the net. And a shot by Troyer is going to be a kill for Mikala. And that'll be her 93rd kill of the season. And it's now 17-8, Edwards County. Maddie Hout will serve it. Whistle sounds. And it's a short serve, dug out. Back row pushed forward. Pushed back to us. And it's going to fall. Fell between Troyer and Rotramel. And that'll make it 17-9. Fairfield still has the serve. Can't see the girl's number. She's holding the volleyball in front of her. And here it comes. Short serve. Dig by Clodfelter. And, Potts pops it over out of bounds. Well, we can't keep doing that, Troy.
No.
17-10, Lions. There's the serve there by Stewart. Potts sets it up. Rotramel shoots it. And that'll be a kill for Audrey Rotramel. She now has 87 kills on the season. And Shayla Potts will serve it. Edwards County 18, Fairfield 10. Here in set one. Shayla Potts with the serve into the net. 18-11. You know, errors is what caused us to lose the JV and freshman game, Troy. Not so much that they whipped us, we just gave them too many error points. All right, here's the serve. Dig by Clodfelter. Set up by Potts and blocked. And that'll be a point for Fairfield. Now the momentum seems to be in their direction. Edwards County 18, Fairfield 12. Macy Clark has the serve. And that's going to be over the end line. That'll be a service error by the Lady Mules. Nadia Reid checks back in. Clodfelter to the bench. And Mikala Troyer will take the serve. 19-12 Lions. Good serve by Mikala. Dig from the middle of the court. Pushed back to us. Good save, diving forward by Hout. Rotramel shoots, blocked back to us. Hout digs. Potts pushes it over on the second hit. Now Fairfield sets it up, and a shot, and that's going to be a kill as it goes off the hands of Maddie Hout. And that'll make it Edwards County 19, Fairfield 13 here in set one. Kinsey Kolak checks back into the lineup for Fairfield. And back to serve will be Chloe Newman. Newman sends it to the back row. Hout digs. Potts sets. Reid shoots it over the end line. 19-14. Again, Newman will take the serve. Whistle sounds from the right side of the end line. Back row dig by Clodfelter, and it's pumped over the net there by Reid. Now they tip it down. Oh, good tip down, a smart tip down by Fairfield's number 9, Jacqueline Sims. And Coach Nikowski wants to talk about it. Edwards County 19, Fairfield 15 in set one.
United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments, and Jenna Schnepper's mother. JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster. Citizens National Bank in Albion. Jim and Nyla McKenzie, Coach Nikowski's parents. Georgia Shirley Tribe, and Doug Raber, your State Farm Insurance agent in Albion.
All right, Fairfield still holding the serve, and our lead now is down to only 4 points, 19-15. Chloe Newman still has the serve. Whistle sounds. Newman swats the ball to our back row. Clodfelter digs. Potts sets it up. Tip by Reid is good. Good, smart tip down by Nadia Reid down the left sideline here. And it's now Edwards County 20, Fairfield 15 in set one. Jenna Schnepper checks in to take the serve. You know, Troy, as we navigate through the season, sometimes we come up against volleyball teams that are not very well coached, but that's not true here tonight.
Absolutely not.
That Chet Snyder is a very good volleyball coach. Fairfield sends it back to us. Hallam sets it up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Maddie Hout. 20-16. And let's see who's going to serve it. She's got a ponytail hanging down. I can't see her number there. And it's number 5, I think, Macy Clark. Here it comes. It's a short serve. Dig by Clodfelter. Hallam sets it up. Shot by Maddie Hout. Trickles over the net. Now Fairfield tips it back to us. Tipped over there by Reid. Now they bump it back to us. Potts digs. Hallam sets it up. And a tip over by Maddie Hout for the point. Good tip over by Maddie Hout. And it's Edwards County 21, Fairfield 16. I think Olivia Hallam's going to have the serve. She is. Olivia gets the whistle, now steps forward, sends it to the far corner in the back row. Now Sims, a nice block down at the net by Nadia Reid. And Nadia now has at least 64 blocks on the season, maybe 65. I may have missed one. All right, Hallam again serving, 22-16 Edwards County. Good serve there by Hallam. They set it up to Sims right down the line, and that'll be another point scored for Fairfield by Jacqueline Sims. And that'll make it 22-17. And number 12, that is Colby Sutton, a 5'3" sophomore, will take the serve for the Lady Mules. Here's her left-handed jump serve. Clodfelter digs out of the back row. Hallam sets it up. Tip over there by Reid. And Fairfield can't get it back over. Nadia Reid with the point. And it's 23-17 Edwards County in set one. Clodfelter again serving. Good serve, back row middle. Dug there by their libero. Here's Clark, and the shot that's blocked out of bounds. That'll be a kill for Macy Clark. 23-18. And their libero, Lexi Hobbs, a 5'4" junior, will take the serve. Whistle sounds. Here's her jump serve. Dig by Schnepper. Hallam sets it up. Potts just tips it over, but they had that easily defended. Now at the net, tipped over to us. Hout, Hallam. Reid shoots and gets the kill off the block. Nadia Reid again with a kill. And here's Audrey Rotramel checking in now for Edwards County for Schnepper. And Hout will serve it. We're at set point, 24-18. Whistle sounds. Line drive serve, and that's it. An ace. An ace for Maddie Hout, and Edwards County wins it 25-18 in set one. Troy?
The watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt rooting on Coach Nikowski and the Lady Lions. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly and Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albin. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Cowger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis. Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden. Kenny and Terry Clodfelter. Darcy, Clodfelter's parents. And Dave, to echo your point earlier, no doubt about it, both of these teams have excellent head coaches. Coach Nikowski does a great job with our girls, and Chet Snyder is a very fine head coach also, Dave, does a great job with the Fairfield Lady Mules.
Well, Troy, it's obvious as we go through the volleyball season and see various teams that in some schools girls volleyball is not taken very seriously, and consequently they don't make much of an effort to
find somebody a good
coach. But they take their volleyball serious at Edwards County, and they take their volleyball serious at Fairfield.
No question.
And this Chet Snyder, he coaches volleyball year-round.
Yeah.
In fact, he coaches a off-season team through the winter, and over the years, some of our Edwards County players have played. For instance, I know Nadia Reid played for Chet Snyder over the winter on the off-season team that he had.
Mm-hmm.
So the club teams, they call them, I think.
Right.
So, Chet gets the most out of what players he has on the floor.
Exactly.
And the same can be said for Coach Nikowski. But, I will say this. Based on the first set, unless things really turn around here in the second set, Edwards County does have a better volleyball team than Fairfield.
Yeah.
Based on what I saw here,
Yeah.
And so it's no fluke that we beat them in that tournament game. And it's no fluke that we beat them here in set one. Now, again, that said, momentum can change. And remember, we're playing on their floor, which, and I think there is a little bit of an advantage when you're playing a volleyball game on your home floor.
Yeah.
I might also mention this. Now, when Fairfield comes to Edwards County for the rematch, that'll be the Volley for the Cure match.
Yes.
And so we hope that a lot of Edwards County fans will come out, not only to back the Lady Lions, but also to help in the raising of funds for cancer research, breast cancer research.
The most important game the Lady Lions have on their schedule every year.
I forget what date that is. I think I've got a schedule here.
Monday the 8th.
How do you remember all that stuff?
Let's not go there again.
Okay. All right, looks like Edwards County's going to have the first serve. Maddie Hout's back there waiting for the volleyball. So the Lions take first set, 25-18. I think you can safely say the Lions were pretty much in control from the very start, Troy.
Yeah. They were having a lot of problems, Dave, in their back row with some of our tip plays, and their back row play was not that great in the first set. That's part of what Fairfield had trouble with. We'll see if Chet has got that rectified here in this second set.
All right, Maddie gets the volleyball. And now she waits for the whistle. There it is. And here's Maddie's serve. Right to the middle of the back row. Dug out by Hobbs. Set it to the net. Shot to the back row. Clodfelter digs. Hallam pops it in the air. Rotramel shoots it. They dig that out. Set it to the net. Pop back to us. Hout from the back row digs. Hallam sets. Rotramel shoots. They dig that out. At the net, they tip it over, and that'll be a point. Good, smart tip over by Macy Clark. And here comes the train through town, Troy. Boy, that thing's loud. 1-0 Fairfield in set 2. And here comes the serve. Short serve into the net. And that service error will give Edwards County the point. That was by Macy Clark. And we're tied at 1. Shayla Potts will serve for the Lady Lions. Shayla from the right side of the end line sends a short one, dug out just barely over the net. And now they shoot it back row. Hout digs it out. Rotramel saves it. And a good return by Maddie Hout to get it over the net on the third hit. Now a tip over. Hout digs that out. Potts sets it up. Rotramel shoots and gets the kill. Audrey Rotramel from the left side of the front row. Edwards County 2, Fairfield 1. Lions sitting in first place in the Black Diamond Conference, trying to hold on to it here tonight. There's the serve to the back row. Clark digs. They set it up. Push to our back row. Hout digs. Potts pushes it over on the second hit, but they were not surprised. And a tip down by Reid, but right back to us. Or check that. That was Troyer. They tip it back to us again. Clodfelter. Fairfield sets it up again. Tip it over. Potts digs. Set up by Hallam. A shot put back over and pushed over by Potts. Little volley going here. Fairfield bumps it back to us. Jacqueline Sims there. Potts sets it up. Tip over by Troyer. Right back to us. Hallam sets it over. Not in favor of these just tip overs. And now they put it back to us. Clodfelter digs. Rotramel shoots. Fairfield sets it up again at the net. Shot by Sims is good for the kill. There's no doubt about it, Troy. This Jacqueline Sims is their big hitter.
Yes.
And we're tied at 2. Too much tipping on that volley, Troy.
Yeah, a little bit too much.
If you get a shot, shoot it. Don't be tipping it. All right, here comes their serve. Hallam or Hout digs. Potts sets. Hallam shoots it and gets the kill. Olivia Hallam. Now tipping's okay if you're tipping to an empty spot.
Right.
Just tipping it over. If you have a chance to hit it, hit it. All right, here's Troyer's serve. They dig it out. They set it up. And a joust at the net is won by Nadia Reid and Audrey Rotramel as the Lions tip it down. Lions 4, Mules 2, set 2. Don't forget football tomorrow night at Albion. Fairfield and Edwards County doing battle. Here's the serve by Troyer. And Fairfield sets it up at the net. Bump it backwards over to us. Hout, Potts, shot by Rotramel. Almost hits the ceiling. And the Mules do save it back to us. There's Potts. Hallam sets it up. And Reid sends it over on the third hit. Now a shot blocked there by Hallam, saved by Potts. Now a shot by Rotramel, but they dig that out. And a dig by Troyer, and a tip back to us. Tip over by Hallam. But Fairfield retreats and gets it over to Hout. Potts, shot by Reid. They dig that out. Fairfield playing good defense. Troyer, Potts, Hallam. Knocked into the net. Edwards County 4, Fairfield 3. Lady Mules.
We didn't get any of them, but there's been 3 great volleys during this set.
Yeah. Fairfield Lady Mules playing much better defense in the second set.
You are correct.
Lady Mules have the serve. And there it goes. It's a short one, and it falls in front of Darcy Clodfelter, and now we're tied at 4. And the serve will come from Jessica Sims. There it goes. Clodfelter with a bad dig. Saved by Hout. And bumped over on the third hit by Hallam. Now Fairfield sets it up. Tip over. Good save by Hout diving. Potts. Rotramel shoots. Blocked back to us. Saved by Hout, but it's going to go in the crowd, and another point to Fairfield, and they take a 5-4 lead. Come on, girls. Don't like this. Jessica Sims with the serve. There's this jump serve. Clodfelter digs. Potts sets it up. Rotramel shoots and gets a kill. Good cross-court shot by Audrey Rotramel. And after that, she goes to the bench. And it'll be Jenna Schnepper coming in to serve. We're tied at 5 here in set 2. Schnepper's serve is a good one. Clark digs it out. They tip it around. Saved by Hout. Set up. Maddie shoots it over. They dig that out. Tip over, and that was a well-placed tip as the Lions were off. Could not play it. And Fairfield goes back on top, 6-5. And they take their best shooter, Jacqueline Sims, out. As coming in to serve will be Colby Sutton. Fairfield 6, Edwards County 5 in set 2. There's the dig by Schnepper. Hallam sets it up. Reid shoots. And can Fairfield save it? Yes, they do. Clodfelter. Potts. Shot by Reid. Fairfield digs that out. Bump back to us. Reid. Potts. Hallam. Oh, look at that shot by Olivia Hallam.
That was a scorcher.
Oh, man. I sure wouldn't have wanted to try to dig that one out.
No.
And we're tied at 6. And going back to serve will be Olivia Hallam. Olivia gets the whistle, sends the serve down this near sideline. They set it at the net. Clark pushes it over, and it's going to fall out of bounds. Point to Edwards County. Lions 7, Mules 6 in set 2. Hallam again with the serve. Good serve. And that'll be an ace for Olivia. And I think that would be her 18th ace of the season. Volleyball went clear out into the entranceway. Now Olivia's got it. Olivia dribbling that volleyball, steps forward, sends it to the far corner back row. They move it to the net, bump back over by Clark. That's Hallam, popped over by Potts, and that is good for a kill by Shayla Potts. And Shayla now has 35 kills on the night, or on the season, I should say. 9-6 Edwards County. Hallam again serving. And it's a short serve, dug at the middle of the net. And a good block at the net there by Reid and Potts. And that'll be a point to Edwards County. And again, Fairfield wants timeout in set 2. Edwards County 10, Fairfield 6.
John and Denise Duncan, Brian and Sonia Schenkel, John and Judy Schnepper, that's Jenna Schnepper's grandparents, Marilyn Turner, the former Albin grade school principal, Jason and Brandy Stinnett, the parents of volleyball player Mackenzie Stinnett and football and baseball player Marcus Stinnett, Mike and Melanie Troyer, the parents of Mikala Troyer, T. Troyer Heating and Air Conditioning for your heating and air conditioning needs, your local Coleman dealer. Mitchell Insurance and Real Estate Agency at 18 West Main in Albin. One stop for all of your insurance and real estate needs. With a caring, friendly, and knowledgeable staff to help you.
Hand me that other bottle of water over there, Troy. I've done drained one of them over here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, we return to play. Edwards County leading in set 2, 10-6 after winning the first set, 25-18. Olivia Hallam is holding the serve. There's the whistle. Olivia sends one to the middle of the court, dug out at the net. Shot to the back row, dug out by Clodfelter. Set up by Reid, and a shot by Maddie Hout. They dig that out. Fairfield playing good defense. They push it back to our back row. Schnepper digs. Hallam sets. Shot by Maddie Hout is blocked into the net. Point to Edwards. What? I gave the point to Fairfield. 10-7. I guess it was blocked into our net. Saved by Hobbs, or served by Hobbs. Hallam sets it up. Shot by Nadia Reid. Boy, there was no way to defend that one, Troy.
No.
Straight to the floor it went. 11-7. And Nadia goes to the bench. I don't know, folks. I don't understand that. 11-7. Lions by 4. Served by Clodfelters. Dug out. Set up. Shot back row dig by Schnepper. Set up by Hallam. Popped over the net there by Troyer. Now they tip it over to us. Hallam digs. Potts sets it up. Shot by Hout. Maddie Hout for the kill. And the Lions now lead 12-7 in set 2. Darcy Clodfelter will serve it. I know that's happening because of serving rotation. I know that. But there's a serve by Clodfelter. There's the dig. Fairfield sets it up. Shot to the back row. Clodfelter digs. Hallam sets it up. Hout tips. And that was a smart tip that found Fairfield out of position. And the point goes down to Edwards County, 13-7. Clodfelter again with the serve. Short serve to the middle of the court. Dug. Set up at the net. Shot to the back row, and that's over the in line. That's an attack error by number 14, Chloe Newman. And again, Coach Chet Snyder wants timeout. Edwards County 14, Fairfield 7 in set 2.
Good luck to the Lions from Tanea St. Ledger, the physical therapist at the Rehabilitation and Performance Institute in Albion, and Eric St. Ledger, the Edwards County State's Attorney. Victor and Fairline Oxby, Glenn and Marilyn Clodfelter, that's Darcy Clodfelter's grandparents, Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hockey, grandmother of Shayla Potts, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, the parents of Shayla Potts, and as Dave mentioned, next week, folks, only one volleyball game, and it's right in the middle of the week. It's Wednesday, October 3rd. Edwards County Lady Lions will be hosting the El Dorado Lady Eagles. Get out and support the Lady Lions, folks. But if you can't, then tune in and watch it. Dave and I will have it for you on my15news.com.
That is, unless I fire you, then it'll be just me.
Who's going to lug all that luggage in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the serve by Clodfelter. There's the dig by Hobbs. Pushed back to us. Oh, nice save by Hout diving under it. And pushed over by Potts on the third hit. Hobbs digs it out for Fairfield. Tip over the net there by Clark. Schnepper digs. Shot down the line by Mikala Troyer is out. And that'll make it 14-8 Edwards County in set 2. And back to serve will be Kylie Stewart, 5'5" sophomore. Her jump serve from the middle. Hits the top of the net and makes it over, but Edwards County keeps it alive. Tipped over by Shayla Potts, and it's out. And that makes it 14-9. Come on, girls, keep it within the red lines. Another serve. Back row dig, Clodfelter, and a hammer, but the Lions dig it out. Popped over there by Troyer, and now...
No!
Oh, boy. 14-10. Lady Lions just let a ball drop on the floor. Now there's a dig by Clodfelter. Hallam whopped over the net there by Hout. Now they send it around, shoot it off the block. The ball goes out of bounds. Another point to Fairfield. Now the momentum's in Fairfield's side. Edwards County 14, Fairfield 11. Come on, girls, get the momentum back. There's the whistle. Here's the serve. Dig Clodfelter. Popped over by Hout. That's all she could do on that. Now a shot blocked at the net there by Troyer. Back to us, Clodfelter. And a shot blocked back to us. Somebody's in the net. Or 4 hits. And it's against us. Man, oh man. 14-12. Lions by only 2 now. Here comes the serve. Big Clodfelter. Hallam sets it up. Shot blocked back to us. Potts. Hout back to us. Hallam sets it up. Tip by Troyer, but Fairfield keeps it. A tip down by Potts. Back to us. Hallam. And a mess up, but Hout saves it and backhands it over to him. Now Fairfield tips it. Nice save by Schnepper. Back to him. Now they tip it back to us. Hallam, Potts on a second hit, but they were ready for that one. Push it back to us. That's Troyer. Hallam, shot by Hout. Not much force behind that. Fairfield right back to us. Schnepper, big volley going here. Tip over by Troyer, and it is out. Come on, Lions! And it's about time. Coach Nikowski calls timeout. Edwards County 14, Fairfield 13.
Kitten Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield. Shad, Marilyn, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albin. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments, and Jenna Schnepper's mother. JTK Services, J.R. Tara Haley, and J.C. Bierster. Citizens National Bank in Albin. And also, as Dave has been reminding you, tomorrow night, it's Edwards County Lions versus the Fairfield Mules at Edwards County in football. Dave, Jeremy, and I will have it for you on 105.9 WOKZ.
There's no doubt in my mind Edwards County has a better volleyball team, but I'll tell you what, we go to lollygagging around and they'll beat us. Here's the serve. Back row dig by Clodfelter, put up by Potts, just pushed over and out of bounds. And we're tied at 14, and that's what's going on, Troy. We're lollygagging around. Here comes the serve. Potts digs. Hallam sets it up. Hout shoots it. They dig that out, and that'll be a kill for Maddie Hout. Rotramel in. Schnepper out. Hout to serve. Edwards County 15, Fairfield 14. Here's the serve. Short serve. Dug out. Here's the shot. Blocked out of bounds by Troyer. And we're tied at 15. Who's going to serve it for Fairfield? Well, we won the first set 25-18, but they're pushing us here in the second set.
And I'm not surprised.
Remember, they beat two good ranked teams in a row, Pinckneyville and Nashville, earlier in the season. And that's going to be a point for Edwards County. 16-15, Lions by a point. And it's going to be Potts with the serve. Shayla sends it short to the front row, the dig. Tipped over by Jacqueline Sims. Potts sets it up. Rotramel shoots it. They dig that out. Push it back to us, and we're just not playing defense like Fairfield is, Troy.
Nope.
We're playing better offense, but we're playing worse defense than they are. 16-16 tie. Line drive serve, dug by Hout. Potts sets it up. Tip over by Rotramel, and she tipped it out of bounds. But I think they were in the net.
They're lucky. They were in the net.
Yeah, she tipped that out of bounds. That would have been a point for Fairfield.
They're playing it over.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
The floor official is going to say play it over. That's the second time tonight that stuff has happened to us, Troy. We're tied at 16. Here's the serve. They must have given the point to them, Troy, because we were ahead. We're tied now. Here's the bump over to us. Hout, Potts. And we just let the ball drop on our side, Troy. 17-16 Fairfield. Man, come on, girls. And they serve the ball way over the end line. Well, that helps. That ties it at 17. That's the only thing I can think, Troy. They must have given them that point instead of a play over.
They had to have. And it shouldn't have even been a play over.
Oh, we're tied at 17. Here's the serve by Troyer. Fairfield digs it out, shoots it, partially blocked. Hout, Potts, Rotramel, blocked back to us. Troyer, Potts, shot by Reid is touched. Nadia Reid gets the kill. It was touched. And the Lions are on top again, 18-17. Come on, girls, get this thing straightened out, beat them, and we can go home and forget about all this. And Troyer just knocks the ball out of bounds. Service error. Ties the score at 18. You give this Fairfield team enough points, Troy, and they'll beat you. Here comes the serve. Jacqueline Sims. Clodfelter digs. Potts sets it up. Rotramel shoots. That'll be a kill for Audrey Rotramel. They dug it out, but the dig sent the ball squirreling into the crowd. And the Lions are back on top, but only by a point, 19-18. Jenna Schnepper will serve it. Lions have Hout, Reid, and Hallam on the front row right now. And guess what? Jenna Schnepper just knocked it out of bounds. That's two service errors in a row, Troy. You can't give a team like Fairfield points and expect to beat them. We're tied at 19. And what's the deal? And we're going to get a timeout called. In set 2, we're tied at 19. Troy?
Jim and Nyla McKenzie, Coach Nikowski's parents. George and Shirley Tribe. Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance agent in Albion. Watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt rooting on Coach Nikowski and the Lady Lions. And Dave, I told you the other day, I didn't like some of what we were seeing in the second set there against El Dorado. They were getting lazy out there. There is no excuse for letting El Dorado get 15 points on the board. And no. I told you, if some of that carried over to this game, it was going to cost them. And look at the score there in this second set.
Yeah, we're tied at 19. And Troy, this is all with Fairfield losing one of their best players to a knee injury. Samantha Estes is out for the season. She was one of their top scorers, and she's not on the team due to a knee injury. Here's their serve. Dig by Clodfelter. Hallam sets it up. Nadia Reid shoots and gets it in. Good shot by Nadia. Lions 20, Fairfield 19. And Olivia Hallam's going to serve it. Hallam sends a good one to the middle of the court. Doug. Set shot blocked at the net by Reid. They push it back to us. And a tip over. I think they're going to call a lift. A lift against Nadia Reid. And we're tied at 20. Lexi Hobbs will take the serve for Fairfield. There's a short one into the net. That's a service error by Fairfield. And the Lions now lead 21-20. And here's Troyer in for Reid. And Mikala takes a spot on the front row with Hout and Potts. Clodfelter with the serve, short serve. At the net, they set it up. Shot, and that's a good kill by Macy Clark. And we're tied at 21. The serve will come from Kylie Stewart. There's the whistle from the middle of the end line. Back row dig by Clodfelter. Popped up by Hallam. Tip over there by Troyer. No harm with that. They had that easy. And they shoot it back to Clodfelter. Tipped over there by Hout. Now they shoot it. Blocked down, but right back to us. Troyer. Shot by Potts, and that's a kill for Shayla Potts. And the Lions lead 22-21. Rotramel in, Schnepper to the bench. And who's going to serve it? Maddie Hout. Whistle sounds, Maddie. Good serve to the middle of the court. Here comes a shot, and that's going to be out. An attack error there for Fairfield. And the point goes to Edwards County. 23-21. Good serve by Maddie. Fairfield sets it in the middle of the net, and a block at the net by Troyer goes off her hands. Bad block by Mikala cost us a point. 23-22. Serve will come from Macy Clark. And there it goes. Dig by Hout. Potts sets it up. Shot by Troyer is good for the kill. So Mikala gets that one down. And we're now at set and match point. 24-22. Shayla Potts to serve it. Whistle sounds. Serve. Dig out. Hobbs saves it from going in the crowd. They bump it back to us. Hout. Potts. Shot by Troyer, but they keep it alive. Push it back to us. Clodfelter. Potts. Hallam shoots. And that's it. And Edwards County's going to win it by a score of 25-22. And the Lady Lions now go to 17-4 on the season. Fairfield's record goes to 18-5. And the Lady Lions hold on to their first place position in the Black Diamond Eastern Division. Troy, check some webcast boosters, and then we'll wrap things up for the night.
Donna Hawking, the grandmother of Shayla Potts, Billy and Tanya Potts, parents of Shayla Potts, Kent and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield, and Citizens National Bank in Albin.
Troy volleyball is a very fast-paced game.
Yep.
And I used a term partway through this second set, lollygagging. What do I mean by lollygagging? Troy, you got to be on your toes every second while that ball is in play. You've got to be keeping your eyes on the ball. You've got to be anticipating where that ball is likely to go, and you've got to react quickly to it. And what I saw going on partway through that second set was lollygagging. And that's why Fairfield hung with us.
Dave, they did the same thing second set against El Dorado. And I told you then, there was no excuse for El Dorado getting 15 points on the board. Probably about 7 or 8 of those points were because of what you just said. Lazy volleyball. You can't do that. It almost cost them here tonight with Fairfield. But, and I'm taking nothing away from Fairfield, Dave, they're a good volleyball team, well coached by Chet Snyder. But Edwards County made just as many bad plays in this second set as Fairfield made good plays. And with that, with only one game next week, I'm not looking forward to them playing El Dorado because they may do the same thing all over again. Just think, oh, well, we can walk out here and just phone it in and beat El Dorado. And they probably will beat them. But you get into bad habits, and you've got to put a stop to that.
That's the bad part about playing teams that are not very good.
Exactly.
Because you go into it knowing you're going to win, or you pretty well think you're going to win. And then you get out there on the floor and you really pretty well are having your way with them in that first set. And then it's just human nature, Troy. You think, we're going to win this easy. And the first thing you know, you're not winning it easy. And let's look at it. The first set, Edwards County pretty well dominated that first set.
Exactly.
The final score was 25-18. But again, that score doesn't really reflect how Edwards County did dominate that first set.
Right.
And I think that's what happened in the second set. I think our girls, in the back of their mind, thought we're better than Fairfield, and we're going to beat them. And they weren't as sharp. That's the point. They weren't as sharp in the second set as they were in the first set. And Fairfield stayed with them.
Right.
But the good part is we did win it.
Right.
So, what's up next? Well, tomorrow night, it's football night at Albion. And we're going to have our hands full. I'll just warn you this, folks. This Fairfield Mules football team is very, very good. They're undefeated. They made the playoffs last year. And our Edwards County Lions are going to have to play very good football to beat them. But the Edwards County Lions on the field this year is not the Edwards County Lions football team of past years.
No.
We've got a good football team.
Absolutely.
And I think the Fairfield Mules are going to find that out tomorrow night.
I agree.
Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. Hope to see you there. But if you cannot attend, you can listen to it on WOKZ 105.9 on your FM dial out of Fairfield. I'll be there. My son Jeremy will be there. Troy will be there. And we'll start our broadcast on WOKZ tomorrow night at 6:45. And then we'll have a few nights off. Next Wednesday night, home volleyball game at Linda Oxby Gym, and the opponent will be the El Dorado Eagles. Hope to see you there in person. You know, I want to say this, Troy. Our attendance this year for our home games, it's still better than a lot of other high schools even come close to having for their home games. But our attendance is down. In past years, it was not uncommon for us to have nearly a capacity crowd on our side of the gym. That's not been true this year. Still good crowds, but I'd have to say that our attendance is down a little. I don't know why. Maybe some of the girls who played on past year's teams had a lot of relatives that came. They're not on the team this year, so I don't know. But let's have a big crowd on hand Wednesday night to back the Lady Lions. Last comments, Troy.
A win's a win, Dave. And hopefully they pick up another win against El Dorado. But Dave,
they better.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. But they just can't get into these lulls, Dave, of not playing good volleyball because you're getting too close to postseason time to be doing that kind of stuff.
Right.
But still, an impressive record that the Edwards County Lady Lions have.
All right, here's how things went tonight. Fairfield takes the freshman match over Edwards County, 26-24, 25-19. Fairfield wins the JV match over Edwards County, 25-22 and 25-22. But Edwards County salvages the most important game of the night, the varsity match, winning the first set 25-18. Second set, much closer, 25-22. Well, hope you enjoyed our webcast here tonight on my15news.com through the NFHS network. And so until we greet you again, perhaps on the radio tomorrow night or back here on the internet next Wednesday night, on behalf of our webcast boosters and Brother Troy, this is Dave Riggs saying so long for just a little while.